featured all Irish stuff for St. Patrick's Day. We have some Baileys, some Guinness, some Jameson, some peach schnapps, some what's that?
Sweet lime juice.
Oh, it's just sweet lime juice and simple syrup. So, yep, we covered all our bases for cocktails and what we've been drinking on. Thank you for joining us. I am Sade, also known as @JustDay on Instagram, and on Twitter I am @OMGIt'sJustDay.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. You go follow me.
You are so close. You got this. You got this.
McWill.
You got this.
89. Follow me. Wait, is it 89?
Yep, it's 89.
Follow me.
You were so close. You were doing
I
good.
was.
really thought.
I was saying that I was right there, and then I was like,
I had high hopes. I had high hopes. You were.
and then I just let go.
I mean, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Because you should
This
know
is
me by now.
Angel
No, stand-ins don't have lives. Anyway, you should know me by now. It's Angel
Angel
TV.
TV.
Nope, stop
You
it.
go
This is why we don't let her drink during episodes anymore. So if y'all see her sipping some,
Anymore,
it's
I'm
water.
always gonna drink.
It's water. Look at you.
This is Angel Lee. Wait, this is Angel. You can follow her at Angel Lee TV. You can follow her on YouTube, House One.
Introduce yourself.
Lisa, no, my job's not in jeopardy. Yeah.
I said majority of it.
No, you didn't.
Really?
Wait. Watch a pro do it, okay?
Don't watch her, watch me.
Yeah, don't watch her watch this.
me.
Don't watch her watch this. Don't watch her watch this. It's Angel Lee TV. You should know me by now. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Anchor, that other thing. But we're not going to talk about that. And, hey, welcome to our St. Patrick's Day episode. You know, look at the fit and all this. Look at all this green. Yum.
Yes.
And we've eaten all kinds of Irish stuff. We've had our corned beef and
Irish.
cabbage. We've had sauerkraut. We even had, what is it, soda bread. Yep. And Daddy blessed us with some, I'm going to mess it up. Canapes?
Yeah,
With the salmon and the yum and the yum. Yeah, so you definitely should watch us. And if you don't want to watch us, you can always listen to us on Anchor.
all the places.
Yep.
Anchor.
All that.
You can't, wait.
Nope.
You can't.
Nope. Nope, no you don't. St. Patrick's Day. How much we love St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
We really do love St. Patrick's Day. As you can see, we're all in our green get-ups.
And
Okay.
I'm just showing y'all the set dressing because I didn't think this all the way through. But, yes. Are you done yet?
do you know how lucky we are to get, like, this is advice from Kim Kardashian?
Let's not. I hope y'all saw that part. Did you guys see that? Did you take notes when Kim Kardashian was over
Told us
there?
to get off our ass because no one wanted to work.
Yeah, I thought that was
Condescending.
it
Out of
was
touch.
all
The
of those
opposite of
things.
grounded.
Yeah, I don't think she.
That kind of reminded me where she lost her earring in the ocean and someone said, people are dying. Legit, people are dying. It is still pandemic.
I feel like when you get to the level.
You know what it reminded me of? That speech reminded me of, I got a small loan of $1 million.
Right. Meanwhile, people out here can't even get on them. Like at
We
all.
struggling. We can't even get grants.
Facts.
In Allegheny County, the emergency rent relief program is ending at the end of this month. So if it's an emergency and you can't pay your rent, you are out of luck.
You on this
Oh,
side.
Is it bothering you? Is that why you're saying it? Is it bothering inside your head?
Yeah,
I
so
knew it.
turn it
It's like, I was wondering what you were gonna say because I could just imagine like this being like right here and trying to focus and be like,
They
is it
said
snowing heavy like it's going to be a blizzard?
Not yet.
I
It's
feel-
just because it's rain and snow right now.
Oh, okay. As long as
They
it stays
said
like that,
it
we're
was
good.
gonna snow all weekend.
If it snows all weekend, I'm like, okay, cool. I just needed it not to snow today because we need to bring y'all content. And, you know.
We had to bring you guys St. Patrick's Day before
I
St.
mean, not
Patrick's
saying
Day.
that we wouldn't have done this. It just wouldn't have been the day that we were trying to do it. That's
Right.
This is just an excuse for us to drink.
Also, there is some meaning behind St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, so we
So
can be
our
like,
stuff could do
St.
what it do.
Patrick's Day, the day that commemorates St. Patrick and the arrival of Christianity in Ireland, and it celebrates the heritage and culture of the Irish in general. It involves public parades, festivals, and the wearing of green attire or shamrocks.
we got all of that. We like nailed it,
And
y'all.
I have a little bit of Irish in me, so I love St. Patrick's Day.
I love St. Patrick's Day because I feel like the Irish know how to party. Like, they always got good food. Them people know how to drink. They have good drinks. They're lighthearted. I love, like, looking at, different movies and different things that are shot in Ireland. And they're, like, their hillsides and all that. It just looks so pretty. I'm like, one day.
St. Patrick's Day was originally celebrated in Ireland with religious services and feasts in honor of St. Patrick, one of Ireland's patron saints. When Irish Americans brought St. Patrick's Day traditions to the United States, they evolved into a secular celebration of Irish culture and stereotypes.
Oh, okay. Well, to every Irish person that we've offended so far, we apologize. But, no, not really, because we brought Guinness, and I know you're going to be like, that's such a cliche.
And we've been sitting
But-
here, hold on, and we've been making and eating Irish food.
Yeah, and I did a little bit of research. Like, I thought Guinness was like a cliche. Like, I didn't really think that, like, Guinness was like an Irish.
Because this host been doing research.
Facts.
There's
Like-
some controversy that I'll just give you time on your own. Do some homework on St. Patrick and St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I don't think St. Patrick wasn't really a good person. Was he not a good person? I've heard
There's some
stories.
controversy on the holiday, the person. It's very interesting, and we're going to celebrate love.
okay,
today.
question.
Nope, I'm not gonna answer questions.
Oh, girl after my own heart. Oh, that was right on time too. Oh, I forgot. And by the way, we have green beer. Just to let you, why am I excited about green beer? I know y'all probably like, but it's just green beer. No, because every time I go to a bar and it's around St. Patrick's Day, I have the hardest time getting green beer. Okay, I don't know if they look at me funny and they're like, we don't have green beer. I'm like, I know you don't have green beer. Can you make my beer green? Like, do you have food coloring to make my beer green? And they never do. And I'm like, y'all should have prepared for this all year. Or they say we're sold out because we only bought this little teeny thing of food coloring and, by 2 o'clock it was all gone. It doesn't make it taste any different. It's just the idea of it being green. I never go to St. Patrick's Day without a green beer. Daddy knows because the one day we went to that one place and we went searching around for green beer. Yeah, it's a thing.
That bar crawl we went on that we never went on again.
Yeah, because you made me buy you a $50 sweatshirt from that one place. Cause it was
Bringing up old shit. Ain't nobody even talking about that.
But yes, we don't know. Well, I don't know. I know there might be some shade on the St. Patrick's side, but
Yeah.
Wait, but now you done said it. Now I need to know.
No, you don't need to know.
It's not like the St. Valentine massacre.
No, it's not like.
Okay. I'm about to say.
Martha, you can tell us.
It's just dark.
Is it dark? Is it gonna make me not like St. Patrick's Day anymore?
It's not that dark.
Was he a homicidal maniac?
One second, I'm gonna bring it up.
Did he skin people alive like Hitler? Because if he did, then I'm taking this hat off. And it's very comfortable. It does something for my forehead that you just can't do with a wrap. It's just really sturdy right
It's
here.
just the Americans took a holiday that they weren't supposed to take
And turned it into a drinking holiday?
and stereotyped the Irish, and that's just touching the surface.
Well, I knew that part. Because, obviously, they think, I've heard,
Because the Irish were, like, you ever hear when we talk about black slavery, and you ever hear someone comment back, like, well, the Irish were enslaved also.
right? Yeah, I've heard that.
And
I'm trying to figure out how to get this out of here, whatever.
the oppression back home
Yeah,
kind of was like, why are you guys celebrating St. Patrick's Day?
yeah,
Right.
I get it. I get it. Right? I mean, I think a lot of it for me is like, I don't celebrate holidays off of like the negative connotation, but I can definitely see how somebody could be like, it doesn't matter, we went through it and now you're celebrating it.
What if
We could do that. It says best enjoy poured into a glass. Okay, so funny story. The other day we went to a place that shall a place that shall not be named, and
Okay.
here's a tip for waitresses: if you ever serve beer in a can or even a long neck bottle,
Okay.
always give a glass.
Oh.
It's just
I'm sorry
You know.
to
go ahead.
ruin it for you guys.
Oh no, he ate people.
No, listen.
He ate children. I knew it.
Nixon invited Ireland's ambassador to the White House on March 17th, 1969.
And he murdered them all.
And he presented First Lady Pat Nixon with a fresh shamrock for her birthday. Because she was born March 16th, but always celebrated on the following day.
No,
But during these
shush.
same years, however, other Irish Americans began to complain that St. Patrick's Day had lost its connection to their old country. To promote its new jet service between New York and Ireland, Pan American Airways flew 10,000 shamrocks to the New York parade in 1952. But the true spirit of the day was gone in 1969. The next year, in Northern Ireland, sparked due controversies when 4 men unfurled a banner demanding civil rights for Northern Ireland at the 1970 parade, but protests continued after the Bloody Sunday massacre of 1972, when British soldiers gunned down 13 demonstrators in Derry's St. Patrick's Day marches
I remember that.
in New York wore black armbands. So did marchers in Boston, where they carried a coffin draped in Irish colors. Why does everything have to have a dark?
Because what happens is people go through these horrible things, and initially it probably didn't start off that way. It probably really started off like you said, as a way for them to connect with their heritage and their land, and then something terrible happened and it put a dark cloud, and so once that kind of died away, everybody's like, okay, let's find something good to talk about, and then Americans.
I wish we had a
What
holiday.
do you do, Juneteenth?
Juneteenth is not our holiday. Like Juneteenth.
You're an asshole.
No, but
Wait, no, they get. Oh wait, no. It's Black History Month, right? February. That's our. No, never mind.
do we have anything that connects us? Like the
Martin Luther
diaspora.
King Day.
Like the diaspora.
I hope y'all feel this sarcasm that I'm giving, because no, the answer is no. We do not have any.
Like we have no connect. Like we had to make up our own culture because
Kwanzaa.
we have no. Do you know the controversy? If you want to hear, you've heard the controversy behind Kwanzaa. The creator of Kwanzaa.
Oh no.
We should just call this an episode where Sade ruins all the holidays. So you didn't know about the founder of Kwanzaa?
Don't worry, it'll be right here. It'll be a big sign right around here. Sade, murderer of all things good. But the Kwanzaa, I'm sure.
Well, just to touch lightly on it, to
Oh, Lord.
to not like
Bring it heavy.
too dark.
Oh,
Bringing it
well, I
heavy.
mean, we are drinking, Guinness Stout, the dark.
In 1971, the founder of Kwanzaa was convicted of felony assault, torture, and false imprisonment.
What year was this?
1971.
He's the font, but time out. Okay.
Kwanzaa isn't that old.
Yeah, I feel like it. Okay.
The first St. Patrick's Day celebration in America was March 17, 1737.
Wow. Okay. Can't nobody remember that part. But
Oh, you weren't even a glimmer in your daddy's eye. I only put on this to, country accent to, bring an ode to your hat. But I
neither were you. You weren't even
Damn
thought
right.
of thingy.
But that is a very good point. Getting back to like the fact that we don't, and when we say we mean us as Black
African
people
Americans.
don't have a holiday. Like the only one I can think, like I said, Juneteenth.
I feel like
Black
giving
History
us a
Month.
month or like they're diluting the history.
And I mean, a lot of people now are saying like when they start gearing up for February's Black History Month, a lot of people now are really starting to get a little more woke and saying
Black capitalism.
Black history is my life. It's not. You cannot.
I celebrate.
It's
all
not a month. I'm black, so it's not a month. You can't say, "Oh, it's a month and it ends." No, it's my history is a part of my bloodline. Black history is my life. No shit. Pennsylvania's got its own.
Shout out to California, where gas is currently almost $6. Well, it is
thought it was
$6.
$7
It's
already.
almost $7.
Yeah. So, but you remember that meme they put up with the people with the Teslas, and everybody was talking about, oh, haha, y'all was thinking, oh, it was such a bad idea for me to buy it, as they passed people waiting in line to get gas. That's cute if you got money. That's cute. Shout out Kim Kardashian.
But Teslas, people don't account for all the infrastructure that has to happen before you own a Tesla. You can't just be like, oh, I live in the hood, or I live in a suburb, I'm going to go buy a
And
Tesla.
I think that's another thing that needs to be discussed. Like, someone brought this up, and yeah, it's tongue-in-cheek, but at this point in the game, right, we've been talking about
Because Tesla ain't the only electric
It's
car.
not, and I
There's
feel like we
Kias,
need-
there's other
and I
ones.
feel like we need to
There's
make,
Honda,
Yeah.
Hyundai.
but the thing is,
The
because it's
infrastructure
not
ain't there.
it's not a accessible thing. We gotta find a way to make
So
these
you
things
buy this
that are
electric
more.
car, you ain't got a garage. There's no way you're going to take
And I think that's the
an
main
electric car
thing.
to
Like,
the
instead of
street.
us worrying about legalizing marijuana as
It's
recreational,
like, ooh,
why don't we
I'm
start
thinking-
thinking about
Hold
the
on,
fact
wait.
that, hey, we might not have gas in the next year.
Hold on, wait.
So let's figure
I don't
out a
need-
way
I
so
don't
everyone
need no
can.
gas. I got an electric car. All I gotta do is plug it up. Where the fuck you gonna plug
But
it up
also,
at?
Right.
but the worst part is even if you find somewhere to plug it up all around
You
the
gotta
country.
wait.
No, all around the country. If you did have the infrastructure to plug your car in at home or somewhere near your home, the grid was not made for that. The grid isn't made for what we have now because we
Right.
haven't done the grid. We see what happened to Texas. We see what happens to us. And sometimes when we have blackouts in the summer, like the grid can't
I
handle
feel like
everybody
we're
got electric
upgrading
cars.
our
If
technology.
everybody wants to plug up their car, we can't
But
handle
the thing
that.
is, like, I think we're upgrading our, what they call, like, ancillary technology faster than we're upgrading our grid and the things that need to be able to support
grid-
that kind of a power
Grids
grid.
are owned by billionaires.
Right,
And the
so we
grid
need
needs to
and
be
that's-
upgraded.
right, so it's just so much, and it's not gonna happen. I would love to say, oh, someone's gonna come in and they're gonna be like, let's
You plug
just-
in your car and the whole street electricity.
Everybody
goes
gonna be
off.
looking at your fucking Tesla like, you son of a bitch. I ain't got no AC and it's like 105 degrees because you wanted to plug up your fucking Tesla.
Because
Hell no.
You
Kill
said, hold
him.
on, wait. You sat there and plugged it up, and you made the whole.
And you know you're
hold
gonna
on,
be
wait.
fancy with it. You're gonna be out there like,
No, hold on, wait. You plugged up your Tesla, and the whole street's lights went out.
So the solution isn't let's all go electric. Let's all go electric is addressing a new problem
yeah.
that we haven't.
How
found the solution
how can we allow people to go electric? Stop it.
I
Stop
think
it.
every electric.
You're weird. How do we go electric?
You gotta
Without-
you gotta fix the grid first.
Yeah, so So those are the questions that we need people to ask, and that goes back to, who's in power, who's
I need one of those drinks. This one's my no.
Man.
This is gonna make me pee, so I
What?
need
You
one of
just
those
said that?
drinks.
No,
I just,
we got just a little more to go.
you'll be alright. But yeah, it's like, okay, great. Let's make a
And when
lecture.
people,
Whatever happens to the
and you have to,
hydrogen
and you
stuff,
have to think about like a lot of low income people.
they don't have access to it. They can't afford it.
They live in low income housing, which they're just now starting to turn some of those into townhouses. A lot of those townhouses don't have garages. At least here in Pittsburgh, they don't have garages, and they don't have driveways or the infrastructure. So when people be like, "Just get an electric car," where are you gonna put it? Where are you gonna charge
And
it?
here's the thing.
What you gonna do
Here's
with
the
it?
thing. Like, the one thing I do like about LA,
Do we
but there's
have
a back.
plug in our garage?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. You can't just. It's not. The thing is, when they first started marketing these electric cars, they made it like, oh, you could just plug it into a wall socket.
No,
Technically,
you
you can. I wouldn't suggest doing it. Technically, you can. I would suggest you not do that. Please don't.
Because you're gonna turn out all the electricity in
the
your
thing
house.
is, you're just gonna blow out your socket. That's the thing. Well, when
That's
they
it.
first
You
marketed
gotta
these
think
cars,
that it's a car. Like,
well, you can. You can plug it in there, but the rating for the socket in your house is
It's
going to be
totally
way lower
different
than
than the
your
car.
car. Even if it's like
The
a little
car
Honda
will
Fit.
take up
Yeah,
way
it's gonna
much
blow your socket.
more
So,
electricity.
my thing is, LA started to do this really cool thing. We're like, okay, when you park, or like, you know how when people, LA doesn't have a lot of places where, unless you own a home, you're not going to have like a garage or a parking spot. So what they started to do is where they have like the parking meters, instead of having a parking meter or something like that, they have plug-up stations, like in residential neighborhoods. But a lot of those stations are more concentrated in areas where people have more money. We're not talking about Inglewood. We're not talking about Compton. We're not talking about East LA. We're talking about Beverly Hills and, places that have money.
Downtown LA.
If you're talking
so
about
if
Pittsburgh, we're
everybody
going to
gets
talk about
electric cars,
what are you going to
the
do?
grid is going to be overloaded, and no one will
Unless
have
we
electric
find
cars.
a way to
So you gotta
upgrade our
find
energy
you
source.
gotta have a hybrid model, or it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, but even hybrids. And they know that that's going to be in demand, so they trump the charges.
No,
You know.
right now you can't buy a car right now of any sort of gas, hybrid, or electric because the chips are in
Right.
such
So
low demand.
what's the point?
They offered me a lot of money for my Fiesta, and
They
I was
just sent
like,
me 3
nah.
letters.
And
Thank
they
you.
offer her a lot of
Yeah.
money.
By
for
the way,
thank
thank you, Jim Sharkey. Thank you, Kenny Ross. Thank you, Monroeville Chevrolet. But no, thank you. No.
We're gonna keep Dory.
I mean, I ain't saying all that. Like,
You might as well keep it. Like, once
I-
you leave
I-
the lot, it already depletes its value.
Dory until the wheels fall off.
I just feel like I'm not a Chevy person no more.
I
might
can be a Chevy.
You can keep it. I don't care. But
I'm gonna keep Dory because Dory's here.
Nah. But I'm saying though, like, I'm gonna need Mercedes to like reach back. I'm gonna need that E300 right quick. Just saying. I'm gonna need it to be a hybrid.
What you really want
It's for you to stop rubbing your tongue.
is that no.
Yeah.
It's for that cop and car we're driving in
That's what I
LA.
said. Mercedes E300. I took notes.
That was Mercedes. Oh.
I'm done with it. Anyways, but yeah.
No, you're not.
Anywho.
But we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day because we don't have a holiday. Because we are
so we're just
victims
taking other people's holidays.
we are victims
Sorry,
of the
Sam.
diaspora, and we didn't learn anything about the diaspora. And did you learn about the diaspora?
No.
We didn't learn.
I
about
learned from my sister. Hey, Tulip.
No, but did you learn in your public school education?
Nah. I did learn. Wait, let me think. Because for me, it's a
No,
long
about
time
the
ago.
like did they mention the word diaspora?
Okay, yes, the diaspora was mentioned, but it was never explored. Like, how they say something and they mention a word in a textbook, but they never tell you what that word
Explained
means.
it and went deep into it.
So it's like a word in a paragraph, and then they move on. So
Some
like,
African countries are, like, at one point before the pandemic, they were paying people to move, like, black people from America
I do
Yeah.
remember that.
to move there, especially entrepreneurs.
And
I remember.
like I said,
I remember that by being older.
Do you
Not
want to know
in
what?
not in my school days.
Do you want to
But
know
older
what
I do.
we need here in the suburbs?
Africana studies. Sorry.
We do need that. So we also need to stop the concentration of low-income housing and make it just income-based housing.
Yeah.
So you don't know if your neighbor makes
Right.
$20,000 or $80,000.
Or nothing. They may make nothing, but you don't know that because it is income based.
Stop.
And maybe they're an actor and they don't have a job right now.
'Cause
But
low-
there's no way for you to know that
Mhm.
because it's income based.
Low-income housing prevents people from social upward mobility
Yeah.
because if
It
you
stops
make,
people from, and it's really like a.
because you're not going to want to make more money if you know you're going to get kicked out.
And you know how? Okay, we were. What was it? Okay, we were watching something and they were. Oh, shit. Okay, so the Kardashians came on and they were talking about their whatever they were talking about, but it wasn't Kim, the other sister,
Chloe?
was talking about
Courtney.
being in a group with people that are smarter than you, because that's the people that you want to be around to be able to push you to work harder.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that relates to housing, because if you're around a whole bunch of people that you can't allow nobody but that class, no offense, that type people to come in and they don't get exposed to anything else, then how are they ever going to know there's anything else out there? Like,
Exactly.
I feel like, yeah, they may have, not a lot right now, but if they see someone else driving this, or they see someone else doing this, that's their neighbor, regardless to what situation they're in right then and there, it's gonna make them motivated. Like, yo, I know I'm out of work right now, but it's gonna get better. You know why? Because I got up this morning and I looked out and I seen they just bought a brand new car, and I know that could be me. Period. Like,
Exactly.
being around people that are successful and being around people that are, even if they're not successful, if they're making moves or doing things,
Just
or,
don't to say people don't want to work.
yeah, don't do that.
Don't
Because
be
trust
Kim.
me,
Because people are dying, Kim. People are dying.
I can't stand it. But no, real talk. Listen, a lot of people say, people are poor or people that are homeless don't work and they're lazy. Let me tell you something about homeless people, okay? If you've ever had the privilege, and I say privilege, real talk, because you need to walk in someone else's shoes before you say something about them. Homeless people, to be homeless, it's work, okay? It's
They
not
didn't-
like
they
they can
didn't
just be
sit
like,
there-
oh, I gave up on life, I'm gonna just live on the corner.
No, they didn't wake up and sit there and say, "Oh, I want to be homeless."
Maybe they did, but the thing is, there's still work involved.
The homeless people
All
that
you
I
gotta
talk
listen.
to,
All you gotta do is find one and ask them their daily routine. Maybe shadow them for a day, and you will see that it is not just easy. Nothing comes easy. Even being on that scale of the spectrum is not easy.
Absolutely.
They gotta pick out where they sit. They gotta
I
make
just
sure they don't
live
get
in the homeless, and the problem is even if they attend the same shelter over and over again, the amount of months that the shelter allows them to use their address is like 2 months or 1 month shy of the address requirement for
Right.
help with finding a home.
Like, I'm sure I showed you some of the places in LA. They, unfortunately, this is everywhere. But if you ever want to see some real
but it's
crazy
mainly,
stuff,
It's mainly but I've seen. I
it's
didn't mean to interrupt you.
unimaginable.
But I seen this documentary where this little boy, he was only 20 something, like 20 years old, and he was 20 years old,
Okay.
and he sat there and he lived in, his mom was a big time doctor, so he was living good, and he's like, you know what, I'm tired of this lifestyle. he was like, I'm actually gonna be homeless. I'm gonna sit there and go somewhere else, and I'm gonna live there, and I'm gonna seriously like spend like that's where I want my life to be. And he moved to LA, and he decided to be homeless, and that's what he chose to do.
And
His mom was begging for him to come back home, and he's like, no, like, you're sitting there living that lifestyle, but you have no idea. You sit there and you shake your head at the homeless people and how they're living, but you don't know their life. You don't know their story.
And I mean,
so I want to be here.
And a lot of times, like, I think that was one of the things about living in New York that was so sad. And I mean, things have definitely changed, because I definitely remember, you know, living in Midtown Manhattan and having, you know, being down the street from Port Authority, and there was a very heavy homeless population. It was literally like a little space where all the homeless people used to be at. And I remember they made an announcement that they were going to pack these homeless people up on buses and ship them out. I don't know where they took them, but I remember they cleaned up the block. But then as I got older, I was like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You took a whole group of people, right, that obviously came here and have fallen down on their luck, maybe, or maybe just shit that doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
And they've made their routine. You know, they get up in the morning, they straighten up their little area, they go to the soup kitchen, get their meal, they go somewhere else, wash up maybe, they beg for a little, you know, they have a routine. It's work. It's a 9 to 5. You can't just leave your stuff out there and think that the next person's not going to. It's work, I promise you. Even being homeless is work.
Yeah.
Can you imagine actually having some responsibilities?
So you just gotta walk in someone else's shoes.
Yeah, like,
judge them.
You can't just
And
say,
it's like
get
a
off
lot
your
of-
ass and work
It's like a lot of people
when you've
don't
never
even,
worked.
It's like a lot of people don't even want to get off their ass. A lot of people don't even want to sit there and ask somebody how their life is
So
and
you're
how it's
agreeing
been.
with Kim.
No,
So-
she's disagreeing.
Yeah,
Because Kim's not
totally.
asking nobody. She's just going by what she
yeah.
thinks. She's just going by what
get off
she
your
thinks.
ass and work. No, you don't even know everyone's story. Everyone
The only
doesn't
person,
live
listen, the
the
only
same
person,
exact life as you do.
the only person that she talked
Your
about,
life was handed to you.
the only person she was talking about the entire video was
Was
her and her
herself.
sisters and her family. And her sisters and all the people in the video were talking about each other. Oh, well, you know, I just love the fact that Kim is so generous, and, you know, the way that she shares her posts. And
But it's like,
her, I'm like, her post, it's not sharing.
like seriously, like
Helping
can
other
she-
people.
can she ever step out of her life, her royalty
It wouldn't matter at
life,
this point.
and
It's
sit
redundant.
there and
It's redundant.
like-
I don't even want to see that. I don't even care.
All right, so let's end the week on a good note. What is your win of the week?
My win of the week is experimenting with this delicious. I drank Guinness Stout back when I was a kid, and I hated it because I was obviously a kid. But my mom liked it, and now Guinness Stout has come out with a lot of different types of drafts.
I'm gonna
and
have to
I
get you
am,
a coffee stout.
Yeah, they have a coffee stout.
The coffee stouts are amazing. I
Yeah.
don't even like coffee, but I like
Like-
coffee stouts.
Today I you know, for this episode it was a little different. I love St. Patrick's Day, but I've never just like taken a day and saying, hey, I'm gonna do everything Irish and really like look at things. So everything that you see on this table besides the mixers are all Irish. Like we're talking about Jameson Black Barrel Triple Distilled Whiskey. This is an Irish whiskey, and I researched it. They drink this in Ireland. Guinness Stout.
all the drinks that's on the table is from Ireland.
Yeah, Guinness Stout is it's from Dublin. I researched this because I thought it was a cliche. I thought that Guinness is just a they just claim that they're
It's
from
Irish.
No, this is a
Okay.
there are other ones.
So
but
Lindsay, what was your
Bailey's-
one of the
Yeah,
My one of the week was.
saying Z's really long. I don't know. Maybe it could be.
No, actually, I don't only respect. I don't only want to learn about the Irish. I actually respect them too.
That's okay.
Because like a lot of people don't respect them. They sit there and they turn their heads at them and everything. But you don't know what they've been through. You don't know the life that they have and everything. I have a little bit of Irish in me too, so I respect them all the way. So it's like no one knows exactly how they're living or what they're going through.
Yeah, they only know like the
what
see.
was told. Yeah,
Like,
what you
let's
see.
drink at St. Patrick's Day. That's what they do.
Exactly,
It's
like
not.
you celebrate St. Patrick's
It's
Day,
not.
like woo, drunk,
Yeah.
we're getting
But you
drunk.
don't know the history. You don't know where it
But
came
did you
from,
sit
so.
there and did you sit there and read about it? Did you sit there and actually like research about it? No, you didn't.
Come back.
So-
Come back, Geraldine. Come back.
I'm
Alright.
here, I'm
Come
here.
back.
All right, so my win of the week was.
Knowing that she had a big butt. No. I digress.
My win of the week is I submitted my food review for the publication I write for, but I submitted it early for once.
That's dope.
The person didn't have to email me and be like, "Where's your article?" So touche.
Hey, listen, meeting deadlines and exceeding deadlines. Get it, girl.
Bye.
Oh,
Thanks for
Thank you
watching.
guys for watching.
Subscribe like right here somewhere
Yeah, right here.
in this spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all pointing different directions, so you know where it's gonna be. Thanks for hanging with us.